Hello, everybody. I know I uploaded like 3 videos today, but technically it's tomorrow because I'm filming this, uh, 55 minutes after midnight. But, so, the surgeon came in yesterday, technically yesterday, but at 10-ish, 10 p.m. So, the gallbladder, okay, so, I don't really know how this all works. I really don't know how it all works regarding the pancreas and the gallbladder. I don't know how those two like fit together. Um, However, they do. I Sorry guys, I don't really know much about it. This is my first time having it, so I just I yeah, I'm a loss for words. But basically, the gallbladder is involved, and the gallbladder can produce stones like kidney stones, except pancreas stones. And as they pass through, like I said in my last video, they cause inflammation, they do all that, they cause bleeding. It's a huge kerfuffle. Um, but the gallbladder, my gallbladder at least, is filled with what they call gulk. It's basically filled with a whole bunch of pus and liquid and just bad stuff. And they want to remove it. Now, normally I'm okay with surgery because I've had at least 37 in my life. And yeah, that was an overreaction, but you guys get the point. Because with Crohn's and yeah, with all that mixed together, that doesn't help the situation at all. That's part of the reason my pain was so bad because I also have chronic pain, like I mentioned in the last video. But basically, they want to remove my gallbladder. They don't know when they're going to do it. They don't even know if they're going to do it this hospital stay. But I'm going to be here for a year because I'm conserved, and I got to wait for placement, which can take up to a year. I was actually at my last placement that I was at, before the placement that sent me here. I lost my bed because they can only hold it for 14 days, and I've been here for 3 weeks. So they got rid of it. But it took me a year and a half to get into that facility. I was at a separate hospital for about a year, waiting for that bed. But basically, they want to remove it, and the way the surgeon explained it to me is because I've had so many surgeries, and like a few months ago, I was considered inoperable because the scar tissue was so much, and a lot of you might be wondering why scar tissue would make it inoperable. So basically, scar tissue, they can't suture, they can't even get through it without damaging and all my just stuff. They can't. So basically, I'm gonna put it this way. I know it's kind of confusing. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. So sorry, I just drank a lot of milk. So the way they would do the way they would normally do the gallbladder removal, so they don't do it the old-fashioned way where they would cut a slit right under your rib cage and go in and remove it. They still do it that way sometimes, but the first option is laparoscopic. Now, laparoscopic surgery, it's where they insert these metal rods that you can control that have cameras, and it only leaves like about a centimeter to an inch slit, and they don't really know if they're going to have to cut you open below the rib cage, or even if they're going to be able to do it laparoscopically until they put the first laparoscope in, and they usually use 4 of them, so they can go in, cut it, and do all their stuff, whatever surgeons do. So they'll stick the first laparoscope into your stomach, and then, in my case, if they can't get through it because of too much scar tissue, they're gonna have to cut me open, which I'm not looking forward to, because my last surgery, when they cut me open, they couldn't close. Yes, they couldn't close. I had 1 stitch in the middle, and then they put me on a wound vac, and a wound vac I'll talk about later. But yeah, a wound vac. I'm just gonna explain it now. But a wound vac is basically where they. It's a vacuum. It's a literal vacuum. Medical vacuum. So there's a tube connected to a machine, and it goes into the wound. They stick a sponge all the way down to the bottom of the wound, and then they'll stick. So the tube is connected to this plastic thing, a plastic adhesive, and they'll stick it on top, and then you turn on the wound vac, and it vacuum seals it shut, and then it slowly but surely sucks it closed from the inside out. Because if it were to heal from the top up, it would leave an empty space where I could get bile, get pus, get a whole bunch of stuff in there, and I would go septic and could possibly die. Not possibly. If you go septic and it's not handled correctly right away, you will die. Sepsis can kill pretty quickly. I should know that because last year I had 5 surgeries in the course of 6 months. And it was not fun because I got septic. I went septic, and they had to give me an ileostomy emergency because what they had done, they had sewed my intestine to my abdominal wall because it was coming out, and then it just ripped the abdominal wall in half. It was a huge mess. It was a huge motherfucking mess. Anyways, so, yeah. And I'm just stressed out right now. I got my Dilaudid dose earlier, again, but then it didn't touch my pain, so they gave me another dose, and I'm feeling pain right now. It's like a throbbing. Okay, that's not good. Yeah. So, but basically, they're gonna be removing my gallbladder, and I'm not looking forward to it. There's a huge chance that I could get cut open, and if I do, I'm gonna have a PCA, which is basically just a pain pump. It'll be filled with Dilaudid. I press the button every 10 minutes, and it gives me like 0.4 or 0.5 every 10 minutes. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I really have. I explained it the best I could. I'm sorry. I'm posting this on TikTok as well. My TikTok is From Failure to Success 2021. I'll leave that in the description. But yeah. And I'll keep posting on TikTok and on this channel so you can check me out. My channel is... sorry, I'm blanking on it because the pain is pretty bad right now. Okay, yeah, I gotta go because I'm gonna ask for something to help with it. So, yeah, I'll post another video tonight. At least try to. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Again, I'm posting this on TikTok. So, and I'll leave my channel name in the description of TikTok. And then I'll leave my TikTok name in the description of this video. Alright, peace guys.